Hello, Double Talk 73 here, your fishing friend. I started the stream just a second ago and then realized that my mic and my camera was off, so I figured I'd better start it again so maybe y'all could see or hear me if you want to. If you don't, that's okay too. So, what I'm going to do is try to see if we can farm catfish down in Bolivia using just regular bait and using the same bait with an open feeder and catfish destroyer. So we're going to see what difference that makes. So let's go into a new friends only room. Frank the Man and D-Rock. Let's go with D-Rock. That'll work. And just see if it makes a difference. I don't know. We'll find out. But those mole cricket mole larvae, there we go. Catfish love them anyhow. They really, really do. So let's see if makes any difference. Turn my light on here so I can see where I'm going. Oh, it's over here. Okay. So I need to walk sideways. Go over to my favorite little spot here. Okay. Back up. Make sure I'm at... Here's where I really like to be. Right there. Between those two. Here we go. Hey, Colin. Well, I'll say hello to you too. I hope you like your mail. You got 2 things in the mail, is that correct? I hope. Okay. We can't use the catfish destroyer with these Cassandra unless you put an open or closed feeder on them. So what I did is I put the feeders on the bottom rods, and I just left these Cassandras with the just a bait and a sinker. So we'll find out if it makes any difference. I still hit tab to open up chat. Okay, here's one with the... Oh, that's right. You got to be on the water to put it on there. Now I got to find it. There it is. Catfish tutorial. Add water. Mix. Okay, mix. Because I don't have premium, it takes a while. Good morning. Good morning, good morning. Good. Good. How's it going, Joe? Okay. So now let's go to this one and do the same thing. What is this? This is... I guess we'll put that on there. It's already mixed. That's already mixed. Okay. I don't know. This is the first time I ever tried this, so I don't. We'll see what happens. I don't know. I don't know. Experiment. We're gonna find out. I don't know. I've seen people use it and other people's haven't. Well, it don't want to give me enough. There it is. Guess it had to load up. I know it takes, if you reel the thing in, you lose part of your bait. I know that. That's part, oops, that's way too far. There we go. All we can do is try and see what happens. So probably what I'll do is I'll try this for a while and then stop the stream and start all over again. Not to insult anybody, but that way I can post a video with my results. Number 3. Let's see what we got here. Little fish. Now it says I got 1.41 of 77 pounds. Let's see what happens when I get the fish in. .41. Takes a while for it to get back over there. 76.54 ounces. Good, good, excellent. ah. Seven 911. I use 911-31. Now we gotta wait till it loads back up. My keyboard is starting to act up. Hold on just a second. It says it's plugged in, but it don't act like it. Let's see what we got here. Well, it's plugged in. I don't want to wind up having to stop everything to plug a keyboard back in, or put a cool. Remember what I said in the video? Find out what works for you and then go for it. We'll stay with a bigger one. The 40-pounder. Well, for the 24 hours, yeah, 24 real life hours, yeah. But if you leveled up, that's great. That's what it's meant to do. Meant to help you. This is what I'm trying to see if we can farm here and see which is better. Of course, now the Catfish Destroyer costs you $2,000 a bag, so that just adds to your cost of fishing. And so I'm trying to find out if it'll work better. I don't know. I don't know. We're trying to find out. Well, you find out, so give it a try. Get this number 1. Oh. Strike timed out. Well, so far I can't tell that the Catfish Destroyer has done any more than just the bait. And I'm at a good time on a sunny early morning. Cool. Good trophy. Can't tell much difference yet. It says I can use it on here, but when I tried to put it on here, it wouldn't let me. That's interesting. That's that circle up there next to that larva. Maybe it's because I went on a lake. I don't know. I don't know, but I'm trying to find out. But this is the way to, this is where and how to farm them, I tell you that. And that's the bait to use as far as the larva. Good morning, Z. How are you, young lady? Glad you got your power back on. I would imagine you getting a little cool in your area of the country this time of year. So with no power, that makes it a little bit more problematic. Yes, I'm doing fine. Thank you. See, this is the thing I don't like about the Catfish Destroyer. You gotta wait for it to reload before you can get that bait back in the water. And the less time it takes to put the bait back in the water, the more time you got to catch fish. Let me see with this, with that Catfish Destroyer. Oh, I gotta have the rod. I gotta have it in. But it said it wasn't gonna let me put it on there, so let's find out. Number 1. Okay. Have a good one. Have a good lesson. Good school day. Now see, it won't let me put it on there. Oh well. Now I know. Now I know. This keyboard, you're doing some crazy stuff. Maybe that'll work a little better. It's a wireless keyboard, and I keep it plugged in so it'll stay charged. But it's supposed to stay on for a prolonged period of time. When I press a key or something and it's stay on for about 2 or 3 seconds, it turn right back off. There's one thing about it with this Destroyer, I'm catching more ripsaw. Ah, okay, so the 69, I've already used 2 ounces of the Destroyer. Okay. But I can't really tell that it's done anything significantly to improve the bite rate or catch rate of the fish, other than the fact that it costs $2,000 more to use. But other people use the huge cut bait. They don't use the larva like I use, and that may be part of the difference. I don't know. We could find out. I'll get one of them in. I'll put a huge cut bait on it and see. But this is where to farm the catfish down here. We've got a nice one on here. This is probably a 56, 57 pounder, be my guess. Because it's not running out to 200 feet. I've had them do that, I tell you. Welcome, viewers. Y'all are always welcome. And welcome all you chatters, too. Y'all are always welcome as well. Yeah, 53 pounds. That's what I thought. That's kind of what it felt like. But here again, I can't tell a significant difference with the destroyer on there. That's a little bitty thing. Little bitty one. That's probably a flat whisker. That might be another ripsaw. Ripsaw. I started to do the Quanchican mission down in Louisiana. All I needed was the largemouth bass and the freshwater drum. So I go down there and log in and caught the bass, and then opened up my inventory to put peas on a hook for the freshwater drum, and I didn't take any peas with me. And I said it ain't worth it to go back just to get peas, so I'll let it stay there. And some other time I go down there when I'm looking for something else to do. Yeah. I'll take some peas with me so I can catch that freshwater drum. I'm telling y'all, I don't see any difference. As a matter of fact, I'm catching more with the sinker right now than I am with the open feeder and the catfish destroyer. So let's get number 3 and 4 in and take the destroyer off. Let's see if that makes a difference. Come on, 4. Okay, whatever. Okay, now I also was unable to tell any difference about the catch rate with an open feeder used as a sinker or with a sinker. I tried that. That didn't make any difference. The difference is the sinker will hold the bottom better. That's the main difference. And we've got some nice big sinkers now, so I use the big sinkers. 8 4/5 ounce is the biggest sinker we can buy now. So, you see that rod over there beside my rod stand? Now, what I've seen a lot of guys do in these tournaments is they throw a spot out there, a spud, whatever it's called, to open up to chum for the fish. But that's mainly for carp. I don't know if it'd work for catfish or not. So I don't know how to use it, so it don't really matter, does it? I'm not a carp fisher person. Stepletronic and NM underscore Patser, Patscr. They're carp people. Or carp fishing dude. They know how to use all that. Don't go to sleep on me, fish. I should have another 30 minutes or so of good fishing before I have to. This goes all the way down at night, if I remember right. Yeah, it goes all the way down. And then at night, we got to go back up into here, 2 o'clock in the morning. Get really good fishing. Peak. Here we go. Got one more. But this is where to farm for them. Best place I've found. There's Ripsaw, Flat Whisker, Sorbin, Gilded, and Redtail, all right here. I'm going to untrack that mission. I don't need to track it anymore. I won't have to look at that on my screen now. Now somebody has learned how to break the game by landing over here where you're not supposed to. And the developers are not, they don't like that. They'll put a wall up there so you can't do that. And a very prominent videographer on here was showing people how to do that. That I do not know, Joe. I understand y'all just recently got blue crab, so I don't know. They haven't said. If I knew, I would tell you, believe me. This looks like another one of those 50-pounders. That is a mission, Dropper. It really is. The white suckers, they're hard to find there. I caught one by accident once, trying to, in the area where the log sticks out, where you spawn in and it goes to the right a little bit, and there's a little bunch of reeds and stuff there, and the log sticking out, and I was there for trying to catch bluegill and crappie, like for all in one. Cool. Well, we got us a uni here, I believe. And it's without the catfish destroyer. This is just a regular bait. Or a good trophy anyhow. Come on in here, big boy. Big boy. Big girl, whichever you are. At least it's a uni, I do believe. When I catch this one, no, I can always slice the video to post it, so I'll just keep on fishing. But this is how where I farm down here. And when you see the XP, excuse me, the money's good. The XP is really, really, it's insane. If you buy the the DLC to come down here for 7 days, have a little fun, fish around. But if you want to level up, this is where to do it. Where and how. And that's the bait to use. And you can use a 6/0, either regular or barbless, or a 7/0. And you'll level up. You'll get a lot of XP and a decent amount of money. And with the premium, it'll even be better. So see, this is just on the bottom rod with the bait. No catfish destroyer. And a sinker. No open feeder to use for weight. So I got a 1/2 pound sinker on there. I'll give them to you in just a second, okay? Be glad to. You got it. I'm going to show you the marker. If you see the background, the trees, well, it's easier to show you that. I'll get it in here. This is going to take a while. This is a 100+ pound fish. It's going to take a little bit to get it in. You're welcome. My honey going walking. Ooh, I better acknowledge that, or it's going to go bleep, 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 bleep every few seconds. Man, it was cold here this morning. It's 46, 47 degrees. Right now it's well 59. Heat wave. Heat wave. We got a tropical heat wave. I believe you're right. I believe you're right. I believe we got a uni. We're having a heat wave, a tropical heat wave. I know the leaves are starting to turn good down here. Boy, there's a maple tree hanging over my fence from the neighbors. Well, hello, buddy. Hello. Did Brita leave you here when she went walking? Yeah. And some of the leaves fall down on our deck, and some of them are so absolutely beautiful. Red and gold. Just beautiful fish. Yeah, my buddy. My buddy. Yeah, my buddy. My big old white ball of fur. Gonna get him a haircut Tuesday. Yeah. Yeah. We got a good warm vest we can put on him. I imagine it is. I came up there once on a business trip, picking up some computers from Sears Tower. Back down the alley, we worked, I don't know, several hours, 5-6 hours inside, bring them down the dock and everything. And I was in a Ryder rental truck, pulled out and headed straight away from the lake. I don't know the name of the road. Here we go. Stopped at a traffic light, and the motor died. Yeah, there we go. And the motor died. Oh! I was going to show that XP there. There it is. 11,000 XP, 9,000 money, but 2,000 more XP than the money. That's just awesome. And that's not a huge uni. That's just a good size uni. Okay. If you have come down here and you see where I walked up, Okay. If you don't have a marker out there, if you see the tree line, see these 3 trees over here, anywhere in this area will work fine. 85 to 95 feet out. Okay. These are the 2 markers. So I'll post this video on YouTube, so if you want to scroll through to find these GPS coordinates, that's probably the easiest way to do it. That way you don't have to write them down and try to remember where you left the paper, whatever. I'll just call it Farming at Bolivia. Farming Catfish at Bolivia. And then here's the other one. See, that's a 144 pounder. And this other one was the 176. Okay? They used the 8/0 hook. This is not my mark. This is one somebody sent me. But still, that's bigger than my personal best. My personal best here is only like 171, so that's the one I aim at. This one was mine. I caught a good one, so I just put it on there. Now they use large minnows. Okay, so there we go. And that's with the mole cricket larva. So you see the fish seem to get bigger and more frequent with the mole cricket larva. Okay, so let's see what we got on here now. And I will probably try to decide whether to change out this keyboard for it don't work anymore. Although it still shows it charging, but just turns right back off as fast as this is. I don't know. We'll have to see. They're still on there. In a minute, I'm afraid I might push a button, and nothing's going to happen. Okay. You're welcome. You're welcome, Joe. Like I say, you can watch the video on YouTube. I'll post it later today. And you can scroll there, anybody that wants to, and see the coordinates. I used to write stuff down until I found out you could annotate those marks. The time, so on and so forth. I wonder what that is sticking out there beside. That's a glitch in the game. But I'll slice the video up because I always want to say the way I finish my videos, you know, we will get through this together. Thank you very much, blah, 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 blah. So after that, I show that the map and the GPS coordinates. I'll probably cut it off there and then add my ending to the end of that, because I like to show people that I do appreciate y'all. Followers, viewers, chatters, subscribers on YouTube. And like I tell y'all, I'm not in this for money. I'm in this to have fun and help people. People have sent me subscriptions, and I appreciate that, but what I probably do is take that and subscribe to somebody else, because I know there's people on here that out of work and need the money. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not independently wealthy, but I'm okay. My wife and I have Social Security coming in. I got a little old pension, and I say little, it's about $800 a month. I guess that's not little, is it? Not huge, but not little. Let's go and go to the morning. Look at that. There's a rod beside my rod. That is strange. Maybe I need to pick them up and put them down more often. Got a fish. There you go. Nice one. Oh, that's what it's going to do. Bring them in. That's a little glitch there. Doesn't seem to be bothering anything. Turn my light on because I'm needed tonight. Okay, time. 2 o'clock in the morning. Oh, we got some fog. Don't need no sunglasses in, do I? Well, our commander-in-chief has COVID. It was all over the news this morning. That's going to shake things up, I'm sure. And his wife. That's going to shake things up, I'm sure. I'll turn my light off so I can see the rod indicators. Cool. I spent a lot of my youth until I was a junior in high school. I came down here between my junior and senior, and I saw enough of snow up in northern Indiana. I tell people that I have woke up, gone to bed, it was, snow was predicted and it was cold, and go to bed and wake up the next morning, you couldn't see out the windows. The wind started blowing, the snow swirling, the snow had drifted from the ground all the way up to the roof of the house, all the way around. And I had to open up a window and crawl out, and then go around and dig out. There was a little storage area at the back of the house, and I had to dig it out to get snow shovel out so I could shovel out the door and sidewalk in the driveway before I went to school so that my stepdad could get to work. So I don't care for snow. But then again, cool. 76. Yeah, we got one too. We got a blizzard. Hey Lolo, welcome to our chat. Yeah, 76. Yeah. Well, we got one in 96 too. Now this is Tennessee. We got 14 inches here in Chattanooga overnight. I got pictures of the railing on my deck. I had a bird feeder out there too. The bird feeder is about this tall, and the snow is that tall on top of the bird feeder. It was hilarious. And just along the railing and around a table we had out there, just a perfect circle. It was pretty neat. Everybody was crazy. They get an inch of snow down here, and it's just, the town goes into berserko mood. I had a little 6-cylinder Ford pickup truck, and I got out helping people, pulled them out of the ditch, and just doing what I could to help people. Because I grew up learning how to drive in mud and snow. Found one guy who had his car stuck backing out of his driveway, and asked if I could help him. He said, sure. And I said, where you heading? He said, I'm trying to get to the gas station up here where I can get some more kerosene. I run out of kerosene, and my wife and baby are cold. I said, well, I got him in the truck and took him up there. And he said, I got to get my baby to the hospital too. And I said, what's the problem? Well, the kerosene heater didn't burn right, and the baby's nostrils are full of soot. Can't hardly breathe. And I thought, why would you use something you don't know how to use it? Follow the instructions. Read the instructions. So anyhow, I got him and his wife and baby in the truck and took him tried to get his car. He had a Maverick Grabber, big old wide tires on the back. He wasn't going anywhere in the snow. So I got him and his wife and baby and took him down to the hospital and came back. And you'd have thought I'd give him $1 million. Yep. Been there, done that. But like I say, 1 inch or 2 inches down here in Tennessee, and the world around here just comes to an end. The town is gridlocked. Noble ain't got nothing to do with it. That's what neighbors are supposed to do. That's Indiana people. I'm telling you, it's a different sense of morality than I think anywhere else in the United States. Maybe Texas, out from the cities in Texas. But I used to have rental property. When people said they were moving down from Indiana, I never even checked their credit. I just let them move in. I didn't even ask for a deposit. Just let them move in. Because I had a really good idea of what kind of people. I had one couple. She was a music school teacher. A teacher taught music at school. We'll get it right. And he was an engineer with TVA down here. And they lived with us. This is a little bit bigger than the last one, I do believe. They lived with us we lived on one side, they lived on the other side of our duplex. And they were there about a year, and I told them one day, I said, look, y'all don't need to be paying us rent. Give me a weird look. Yes, love thy neighbor. There you go. Do unto others. But anyhow, I said, y'all don't need to be paying us rent. You need to be using that money making payments on a house. So they didn't, say nothing, do anything. And a few months later, they came and said, well, we'll be moving. I said, did you find you a house? They grinned and said, yes. They didn't. Man, they were making all kinds of money. They did not need to be paying me rent. But they were moved from an area up in Indiana where the homes were expensive, and they hadn't checked prices down here. Hey, in 1987 or 88, we bought this house. 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, double car basement garage, living room, dining room, kitchen, a little over 1,500 square foot upstairs, then a full basement downstairs, on 3/4 of an acre lot, backyard fully fenced in, ceiling fan, fireplace, deck. Paid $5,000 down and assumed a $53,000 note. Now at that time I was self-employed and could not qualify for anything. I mean nothing. Because I had a good accountant, and at the end of every year I didn't make no money. My taxes I usually paid was like Trump, $750, $800. But I had a good accountant, and I could adjust my inventory. I was in the scrap business, so I could adjust my inventory to offset any income that I did make. But anyhow, that was several years later. We went up to Montreal on vacation. My wife had never been out of the States, so I took her to Canada. And I got some money exchanged down to bank, U.S. for Canadian, so I'd have Canadian money when I got up there. Yeah, we got up into Pennsylvania to spend the night and realized that I had left the Canadian money laying on the shelf in the living room. So when we got up to Montreal, That'd be nice too. No, no, Z. I just do what I'm supposed to do. You've all heard me say I try to walk. There ain't no nail scars in my hands. Neither hand. I'm not perfect. I just try to walk and talk to talk. And most of the time, if you're nice to people, they'll be nice to you. Those that won't, I just walk away. So it's no big deal. There was a policeman that used to live next door to us. Yep, that's what that was about. Enjoy it. I like mine. Y'all see I gave me a haircut this morning. Glad. Glad. See, I lost my train of thought now. That's what I get for being old. Oh, the house. We went to the, at that time I had American Express credit card. Got rid of that thing. Anyhow, went to American Express office to get an advance on a credit card so we'd have some money. We were there, wound up being there about 4 or 5 hours talking to people. And the manager there had just made a down payment on a condo. $650,000, a down payment on a condo, on a high-rise apartment or condominium. And I said, man, and his hit was just barely over 900 square feet. I said, good Lord. And I told him about the house that we bought. You're welcome, girl. You're welcome. He called me a liar. He said, there ain't no way. And I said, okay, I'm just telling you like it is. We bought the house. We're living in it. So anyhow, we got the money exchanged and talked upon and left. We got home, and my wife got a bundle of the for sale by owner here's and whatever, and mailed them back up there with a picture of our house and said, this is where I live and this is what I paid for it. I don't know why the guy called me a liar. I mean, he flat out, he didn't say, I don't believe you. He just said, you're a liar. I said, no, that's exactly what I paid for it, and that's what it is. How big is this? Come on, how big are you? Come on, big fish. Come on, big fish. There we go. There we go. That's a little bit bigger. But I want you to look at that XP. That's what I'm saying. If you get down here with that DLC with 7 days, now that's without premium. Okay? With premium, you're going to get, it's going to be close to 20,000. Okay? Same with the money. It's going to be probably close to 15,000. But if you buy the DLC, if you feel like you've got to come down here and you get the DLC, it's not too bad. I think it's like $30. So that's not as bad as some. Well, hello, Van Driesen. Welcome. See, it's still my morning here. Yeah, it's only 11:12 here, so good afternoon to you anyhow. And welcome to the chat. But if you get that DLC and you got 7 days down here, enjoy yourself. Catch some of the other fish that are here. But if you want to level up, okay, Joe, take care. Be safe. Please be safe. You and your family, God bless y'all. Come down here, you can level up. Because see, I'm a level 65, and where I'm working on ranks, it takes me forever. It takes over 300,000 XPs for me to get another rank. So at this rate, it still takes 30 fish, 35 fish that big for me to go to the next rank. But you can make it down here. Oops, there we go. You can level up. Which one was that? Number 1, I believe. Good guess. Good guess. Now, which one of these got run off? Looks like number 1 and 2. I mean 3 and 4. I mean 4, 4, 4. Yeah, it's over that way. That line doesn't show up too good at night. But that's what I recommend. Or if you've got bottom rods, and you can buy the, oops, wrong one. You can buy those mole cricket larvae. I think it's like level 23 or something like that. We'll look at that here in just a second. You can't buy them here. You have to buy them. Yeah, I can't look either. I'm sorry. You can't buy them here. You have to buy them on the world map, the home world map. But you get 25 of them for $400. Cheap bait. Cheap bait. See what 4 is. Yeah, we'll let 4 go if I have to. We'll stick with this one. And like I say, if you get the pond pass to get on down here, I don't know what it costs. It shouldn't be much. We'll look in just a minute and see. You can come down here, and if you've got 3 or 4 or even just 2 bottom rods, you should be able to level up pretty good. This is another uni, I believe. You should be able to level up rapidly. And that way you don't have to buy the VLC. If you've got bottom rods, you can buy a pond pass, and that way you don't have to spend 30 bucks. Probably $1.50 for a day, or 50 cents for a day, or something like that. So if you spend 5 days down here, and can, if you're level 48 or something like that, you can level up to where you can go to Blue Crab and farm there. That would be a good thing to do. I guess y'all can read what he said. It says titanium can withstand almost all bites, but not all. And it's like your line. It can't withstand much when it's weakened. So if I drop off 15% or so, I like to replace them. Because I'd hate to get a nice fish like, and I've had it happen more than once. Get a nice, because I don't pay attention to what's going on. And my leader break. Fish are gone. Nice fish, D-Rock. Any yellow's a nice fish. I don't care if even it's a croaker. So I know you're not using mole cricket larvae because croakers don't like them. Yep. Huge cut bait. That catches fish, but when you catch a croaker, you wind up losing money. That's what I didn't care for. That's why I like these $16 baits. Even if I were to catch croakers, I still money ahead. Use a $300 bait to catch a $200 fish. You just need a bigger truck. See, that's the nice thing I like about the streaming chat is you can talk across platforms, across lakes. I like that. That's pretty cool. Come on, fish. I don't think you're as big as the last one, but you're going to have some decent XP. Yeah, the croakers and the piranhas are just the irritant fish down here, like the piranha are in the Maku Maku. But if you catch them with lures, ain't no big deal. Because hopefully you've had your lures long enough that they're paid for as far as the amount of fish you caught with them. So when you catch a fish on a lure, it didn't cost you nothing to catch it. Mathematics. It's like the old country farmer sent his son to college. Reduce your drag and fight with it for a while. I know what you mean, though. I use the biggest rig that I can with my X series for that very reason. There we go. See, it's not as big as the other one, but it's still nice. That's what I'm saying. You can catch these down here on a day pass, so pond pass. Gotta make sure I'm aiming at the right marker. Okay, which one did I lose that time? Looks like a 2. I fish day and night. Mornings, evening peak. This was just one of those bad nights, bad mornings. I'll show you what I got here. Let's see. This is where I'm at. This is the same type of peak I was fishing. So I fished to about here, about 6:30, and they just kind of quit. So then I went on to 2 o'clock. So they start biting again. Now, if I fish here, I'll fish here till almost 10, and then go to here to get a couple here, and then go to 2 o'clock in the morning and finish that. There's not really a bunch of good peaks here at this lake. Every once in a while you get one that's sharp here, then down nothing, and back up, and you can fish pretty good during the night. And I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna post this. I'll whack this video up and post it later on today. So I showed the GPS locations for the markers I aim at. This is the one I mainly aim at. See, that's bigger than mine, bigger than my PB, and it's 6:30. Use the 8/0 hook, but you use the 8/0 hook and you wait. You got a lot of nibbles, and not a lot of bites. And I like to catch fish, so I use this. That's why I use a 6/0. But I use a Barber 6/0, so at least I get more XP out of it. Now, in this game, I am more or less independently wealthy. So I ain't worried about the money. But I like the XP, and I like showing people how they can get themselves leveled up and make the money. See, there again, if you're needing money and you get that pond pass to come down here, you're going to see, you like that one fish at $10,000. That's takes a long time of fishing for walleyes in New York to make $10,000, and it takes a bunch of nights, a bunch of days to get 10,000 XP. So if you're up there like level 16 or 18, first of all, well, that's kind of stupid because you can't get bottom rods in, can you? But as soon as you get bottom rods, you can come down here and you can load up on XP, load up on money, and have fun. Just make sure you got big bottom rigs. Because the big catfish will destroy rods and reels, especially if you don't have your drag set right. They truly will, truly will. I had catfish at St. Croix destroy a rod. I bought a DLC, a Halloween DLC. I liked the rod in it. It was a pretty rod, and I used it a while, and I got out there on that floating platform, and the first big fish I caught ran off, broke that dude right in half. I mean, it was gone, just destroyed it. Okay. So I don't mind catching all these little ones either. They add up. See, there ain't a whole lot there. Ripsaw probably pays less than the flat whiskered, I think, as far as XP and money. But there again, the bait was only $16, so I still made money. And every once in a while, you get a hold of Big Bertha. It makes it more exciting. That's probably about the smallest flat whisker I've caught in a long time. But I hope you like my videos. I've got about 170 something posted on YouTube. Same name, channel name as my name here, Double Talk, DBLTALK 73. Some of them are still even relevant. I've been putting them on there for almost 2 years now. And I've deleted a lot of them because when they changed, like at St. Croix, when they changed the location and bite rates and whatever of the muskie, clear, regular, and tiger, I haven't found a good, consistent location for the unis. When I do, I'll post another video. Been looking, just haven't found it yet. The clear muskie, and they're not as big as they used to be. I've got a video on there where early on, one of my earlier videos, I caught my 70-pound muskie, and I'd been trying for it for a year. All both. Excuse me. My brain needs oxygen. Now the biggest muskie there I saw on the leaderboard the other day was 64 pounds. And my biggest catfish up there was 89.9 something. No 90-pounder. And I fished and fished and fished for 90 pounds. I know where they are. I had markers to other people. One gentleman came on there and wanted to know where to catch a big cat, and I took him where one of the markers were. I fished, he fished. His second catch was a 91 pounder or something like that, and he just left. No thank you or nothing. I guess he's just too happy. But I didn't catch one. But I caught that 89.9 early on fishing there. Wasn't meant to be, I guess. At like Arapaima down in Maku Maku. I think 215 or something like that is my personal best. And most all of the guys I fish with down there got 220 or better. It just hadn't happened for me yet. When it does, it does. That's all I can say. When the fish is willing to hit, it'll hit. When it don't, it won't. P. Practice. Well, let's do it this way. Practice, patience, persistence will produce. That's a guarantee. That's in this video game or in real life. If you're out there on the water and you're persistent every day or every 2 days a week or every weekend or something like that, and you practice and you have patience, it will produce. It doesn't matter whether you're fishing for bluegill or bass, catfish, sauger, whatever. Patience, practice, persistence will produce. And that's a fact, Jack. This is one of them 50 pounders. Come on. You gonna run off again? There you go. Just run off. Uh-oh. 4 o'clock. Time to go home, go to bed. Come on, are you mine yet? Nope, not yet. Okay. Now you're mine, right? Come on, come on, come on. Not yet. You hear me tapping that right mouse button. You can see my rod jerk, 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 jerk when it goes down a little bit. I try to catch it, grab a foot or two. There we go. Come on, come on. There you go. Thank you, thank you. 50 pounder. I know one thing, before I start fishing again, I'm going to change my keyboard so I don't wind up pushing keys and nothing happening. That would be disgruntling. This is a little under 50 pounds, I would guess, because it hasn't maxed out my reel drag and start stripping drag out, but it's coming in real slow, real slow. $40-pounder. Down 3, yeah. There we go. No. Come on, reel. Max out. Max out and strip. Strip out that drag. Strip out that drag. Come on. Come on, you're not going to do it, are you? About the same size. Unless it gets mad and runs a little bit. That same size. 3 pounds heavier. Now this is, like I say, this has not been a good day for fishing because of the way the peaks are. Not the greatest, probably not the worst that I've done, but those mole cricket larvae, they make all the difference in the world. I wonder where he's fishing. He must be fishing on the other side of the island. Where are you? Where are you? Ah, there he is. He's down there at the other end. Yeah, I've got a couple markers there too. That, I think, is, yeah, unique freshwater prawn. Let's see, whoever sent me that didn't annotate it. That one is a unique red tail. I caught that one down there. That one is a unique payara. That one's hard to find. Unique gilded. Unique sorbent. So that's down. That's where he's fishing. That's where D-Rock is fishing. And it's a narrow little point down there, so it ain't like you can go down there with 8 people and stand around. That's like in Maku Maku when you go up in that slough where the Arapaima are, and there's that one little log pier. I've seen 6 or 7 names there. I mean, they were just all jumbled up over each other. They're all standing there fishing for the Arapaima. I won't do that. I know when you put player not close, got another uni. Player not close, you can't see them, and you don't bother you, but still. I'll go into a friends only room or go into a private room rather than get on there and disturb people. Because some of the people don't know you can turn that off in setting. Player close. Little things in the game. Just little things. That's just being courteous. Oh, it's not a uni. It's a nice fish, but it's not a uni. I don't believe. It's 3 feet from coming in. It ain't no more. 17 to 46. That's what you call running out in a hurry, isn't it? Here we go. You're mine. What are you? What are you? £51. That must have thought it was on steroids. There's my live doorbell. My buddy Hercules. It's like when I'm fishing down in Quanchican for the big gar. You got to catch the little ones to get them out of the way so you can get at the big ones. But come down here and fish with me. Any of y'all want to. You're more than welcome. You're more than welcome. I'll even move over. You can stand right where I'm standing. I don't care. Ain't nothing but a thing. Just throw it down there. And see, that's about that mole cricket, buddy. I tell you, that larva, you get it out there. I just throw that out there. Must have thrown it in its mouth somehow. I can figure. And like I always say, any bad day of fishing is better than any good day at work. Is that my buddy? Heard him coming down the stairs. They're liking that #1 rod right now, aren't they? But one thing we did learn is apparently the Catfish Destroyer didn't make that much of a difference, if any, other than that it costs $2,000 for a bag of it. And if you don't have premium, it takes a while for it to mix. It takes a while for it to load back up after you reel it in. But it's just your preference. If you want to use it, that's up to you. I'll try to fish as cheaply and as expeditiously as possible. #4 doesn't run over there. And #1 again. I guess that bite a while ago when it blinked a couple of times, the fish grabbed it and ran a little bit. Now there's people that know that quick catch, quick snatch, whatever they call it. Know how when they do like that, they can hook them before they have to get away. I don't. That's the way those guys with those night catchers that comp up in St. Croix, why they catch so many catfish. They know how to grab it out of the water when that bobber just barely moves. One of my fishing buddies tried to teach it to me, and that was beyond me. It's beyond my comprehension. But that's okay. I just fish and have fun. Yeah, we got about 13 more minutes, and we'll see what kind of a production we got on this, like I say, not the greatest of nights or mornings, because it just hour and a half fishing in the morning, and then moved to 2 o'clock to a.m. So we're only going to wind up fishing 4.5 hours. With that other peak, you can fish another 2.5 hours, and you should catch more fish. Let's have one more good one. Let's finish the night on an upbeat, okay? 50-pounder at least. One more. One more fish. One more fish. Come on. Here, catfish. Here, catfish. Here, kitty, 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 kitty. Here, kitty, 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 kitty. That ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. Thought I had my buzz bait on there. I could drop it down the bottom. That walker's not gonna do much. Nice fish. Nice fish, Rock. Nice fish. Here we go. This is probably gonna be my last one for this night. Oh, it's a little one. Come on. Come on. Little lad's up. You're welcome. You're welcome. We're going to get one more. 3 minutes. And the count is on. But this is essentially one full day of fishing from 5 a.m. to 5 a.m. with the peaks. 1.5 in the morning and 3 in the 1.5 at 5 a.m. to 6:30 a.m. and then 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. Here we go. Come on. Don't run away. You got 1 whole minute. Come on. It's not going to do it. Okay, let's see what we got there. Yeah, this is without premium, like I said. Now look at the XP and the money. Now with premium, check that out. And this is, like I say, this is a bad day, bad night, whatever. So you come down here with a pond pass, and you can, if you've got premium, you can level up. You can build up your, gotta have bottom rods. You can build up your level up rapidly until it starts taking a lot to get anywhere. Okay? So that's my 24 hours of fishing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop this. And I may just post the whole thing as a 24-hour. That's what I'll do. So let me sign off the way I always do. Now go get me some lunch. Remember, we will get through this together by the grace of God. Learn a little bit, pass it on. That's the fisherman's way. And remember the 4 P's. Practice, patience, persistence will produce. So God bless y'all. God bless you and your family. This is a Friday. I'll probably be back on a little later this afternoon. And if you'd like to come back and join me. If not, that's your prerogative. So, y'all take care. This Double Talk 73, your fishing friend, saying, I'll catch you later. Y'all come back now, you hear? And thanks for joining me.